Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Metroid 2 Return to Samus. And, last time we... Sorry if my mic's a little bit loud and you can hear every time I breathe, but... anyway. So last time we finished up this final area. We killed all the Metroids, we got all the items, and we are set and ready to go to the next area, or I guess you could call it. We're not going to go to the final area yet because, as we'll see, we can't exactly go there until we go to another area and kill more Metroids. And in these Metroids that we have to kill to get to the final area, we are actually going to face the final form of Metroid besides the Queen Metroid. And this Metroid actually makes an appearance in Metroid Fusion. And now that I said that, some people might know what I'm talking about. But I'm not going to say it yet, because you'll see when I get there. And let me just tell you that this Metroid is no joke. It's like the Zeta Metroids on some sort of steroids. Alright, so now to get to the next area, all we have to do is get out of here and then go directly downwards, because if you remember, there was like a lava pit right at the entrance to this area. So I'm gonna turn the volume on my TV up a little bit. Alright, so I can hear. I don't want it up so high that it like echoes in the recording. Alright. Oh, jeez, and then I go kicking stuff, man. Alright, so, yeah, we gotta get raped by a pincher fly as we make our way down. And what we're gonna see is, well, one thing I should have pointed out a little earlier is that there's been some inconsistencies in the, like, the lava and everything. Like, we lowered a pit that was in the previous area, so we had to go there, and that actually ended up lowering the pit to this area, and we're going to see that there's another inconsistency in the lava that's going to pop up, and that, you know, that's something that actually makes me think that the Queen Metroid is actually controlling the lava, which would make sense, seeing as how you're actually killing the Metroids, which I guess are somehow connected to her in order to get to her, and she knows that you're killing them, and so she's trying to prevent you from getting to her, because she's scared. She's scared of Samus. Yeah, I would be too, actually, if I was, you know, the Queen Metroid or something. Let's be the Queen Metroids. I wonder if there's a King Metroid. Wouldn't that be kind of strange? But I guess their Metroids are probably like ants and bees and stuff that don't have like an alpha. Well, those, you know, creatures do have alpha males. It's just there's not one single creature that mates with the queen. It's like everyone does it. It's like the queens are like the town whore or something. Yeah, that's just my theory on it, but yeah, I don't know if there's a King Metroid, and I don't think we'll ever find out. Unless, you know, there's something mentioned about it somewhere that I just haven't seen yet. Like maybe in one of the scans on Metroid Prime will tell you, because those scans in Metroid Prime are actually really informative about a lot of stuff in Metroid, like in the previous games and the newer games. Alright, so I think I'm at a fork. And if I'm correct, we actually need to go up, because if we try to go to the left, we will actually find that area to be blocked off, I believe. Okay, so here at this fork, we actually need to go to the right. And I don't know if it matters which way you go, but I just like to go to the left. So this area right here, I really recommend that if you're kind of low on health, like I am a little bit, if you're missing more than 2 energy tanks, I recommend that you kind of refill on these motos real quick, because we are getting ready to fight the final form of Metroids, and They're pretty scary. But, you know, we can kill them. So, almost there. But actually, we're not going to fight them right away, as you'll see. I actually shouldn't say stuff like that. Just let you find out for yourself. Or I should play it off as I don't know what's going to happen. But then that makes me seem a little stupid. Alright, so in here we have... Oh no! Oh, it's just an Alpha Metroid. Nothing to be afraid of. And this is actually the final Alpha Metroid that we see. We only see the final form of Metroids after this. So the last 4 Metroids that we have to kill, besides the Queen Metroid, is going to be the final form of Metroids. But wait, there's still a Metroid shell, and then there's a Quake. That actually slightly makes no sense. But anyway, let's go back, and then we'll make our way to the final area. So... Pincher flies. Why would they have a really weak enemy, like, in this area? It makes no sense. They should put, like, stronger enemies here. Or at least do some kind of variation of the pincer flies. Or any of the other enemies that are here. So, the left side seems to be the quickest way to get to. Holy crap! That's not right. It seems that, this area has filled up with lava, which... wonder how that happened. It's probably that queen trying to block us from getting to her. But now what we have to do is go back up and investigate that other Metroid shell and see what that's all about. And as we'll see, it's going to be something not fun. So if you lost a lot of health in that Alpha Metroid fight, which I don't see how that can happen, or if you just lost it from being stupid, I recommend that you take the right path and kill those motos for health, because once we come in here we will find an Omega Metroid. Ugh. Quite the scary things. But these are a lot slower than the Zeta Metroids, and actually I find them to be a lot easier. These guys take 10 missiles to kill though, but they don't move around a lot. So that means you can just get up in their face and pound away. They shoot these freaking annoying fireballs that actually, like, go and they hit a surface and then they kind of spread, which is very annoying. So, but there we go, we killed it. Not that much of a problem. And then hopefully that should... yeah, it's going to lower the lava that was blocking our way. And now that we killed that, there are 4 Metroids left in the game, including the Queen Metroid, as we'll see. Alright. Yeah, I came through this right path because I am going to grab some health just to be safe. Because knowing me, I'm going to end up taking a lot of hits and dying, and it's not something I want to do at this point. Especially since there's not really any convenient saves to go to. But anyway, the lava is lowered once again. And now all we have to do is continue to the left to get to the next area. Alright, so... yeah, I'm kind of looking on my map, and there's not any more energy balls between here and the final Metroid area. Well, besides the one that has a queen in it. And the area we're actually getting ready to go to is, I guess you could dub it the Omega Metroid territory, since that's all that's in this area. There's enemies too, but I mean, I'm just saying that you only see the Omega Metroids in this part. Oh, we're only up to 10 minutes. Wonderful. We can make it to the very final area in this part, and then we can go through the final area in the next part. Because the final area isn't that big. All we do is we go in there and we storm on in and we kill the Queen Metroid. Nothing else happens of any interest. Yeah, so... yeah. And then I randomly run out of things to say, I guess. Well, I guess I could say, did I mention that I had to Oh yeah, before starting this part, I actually screwed up and had to replay this from... Like, what I did is I loaded the ROM and everything on the simulator, and I was back at the point to where I had to... at the point where I had left off in the last part. So I got a little mad, and I thought that the game had just loaded the wrong save. So I went back and I manually loaded the save, and it put me all the way back to when I had to kill 31 Metroids. So I spent like the past like hour going back and killing or playing up to this point. And that was a little annoying, but it also I was okay with it because I can tell that this is not going to be a game I play very... Well, I don't think I'll ever play Metroid 2 again after I get done LPing it, unless it's for some other project or something else, which I doubt will ever happen. And that's because I love this Metroid, and I love the music and the atmosphere and just almost everything about this game. It's just, I don't know, it's not really something I would play. Like, in fact, the only Metroid game I actually really play regularly is the Super Metroid. I mean, occasionally I'll play one of the Prime games, but yeah, most of the time I just, if I'm gonna play a Metroid game, I just play Super Metroid. And I do have Other M, and I haven't played it very much, because I don't know, I just kind of lost interest in it, I guess. Yeah, so... Anyway, now we are in the Omega Metroid territory, as you can hear by the slightly threatening music. So, first off, I hope I saved down there. I'm actually sure I did. But what you want to do here is get all the way to the top of that first shaft, and now we're in another shaft. And basically, just in this one, you can go up to the top left. Actually, I think, yeah, that's something we should do, because the next area, the entryway to the next area is in the room to the right, which leads to the next shaft. And basically we need to kill 3 Metroids to get to the Queen Metroid. There's one down here, and then if you go to the room that I passed on the right, and you go past the entrance, which is blocked by lava, you'll get to a shaft, and in that shaft there are the 2 final Omega Metroids. So just, you know, if you want to be orderly about it, just take out this one first. And there's spikes. And there are motos throughout this area. It's just, I think there's only like 1 or 2, so you have to continuously go back and forth between those if you want to restore your health, which is what I'm probably going to do, and I'll just, you know, cut it. That way you guys don't sit there and watch me go back and forth through a room killing a moto, trying to get health. Alright, so here we go, the Omega Metroid, numero 2. And I hopefully will be able to kill this one with no problems. You know, as long as I don't screw myself up. And it usually seems that they always move after they fire like 1 or 2 of their energy blasts. But these guys you can kill, you can shoot them in the back too, and they take damage that way. Which is actually how I prefer to damage them, if I can, just hit them in the back. Okay, would you stop spamming me with your body? Okay, maybe it's after like every 2 energy blasts. Oh, we killed him. Quick win. Well, that really wasn't a quick win, but it's fast enough for me. It could have took a lot longer. But anyway, so now that we killed that one, let's go back into this shaft over here, and then we'll go to the door that we passed. That's on the right. And I'll show you the entrance to the final area, and then we'll go ahead and get to the final 2 Metroids. So this room right here, and if we come in here, there's all these pillars. And unlike in the original Metroid, if you happen to fall in between one of these really tall pillars, you're not going to get stuck and die, which is painfully obvious, and I don't even know why I made that point, because we had the freaking space jump, so obviously we're not going to get stuck in any pits. But anyway, I passed a hole that was in between a few pillars, and that's actually the entrance to the final area. So here we got a Hausen. Yeah, don't rely on them to refill your health, since, you know, those pretty much won't do anything. But yeah, in this shaft, if you go all the way to the top, there's a save. But if you come down here, there's and this shaft actually is where the 2 final Metroids are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and, you know, get at least 2 more energy tanks full of energy, and then I will cut back and we will kill the 2 final Zeta Metroids. So see you guys then.